Alright y'all, welcome to another video about Fozzythemexican. This is my review of the Higrow Lens Series 600 watt full spectrum light, y'all. So check it out. This is the way it comes from Amazon. I did not request for it to be placed inside an additional Amazon box. So the company sells it to you just like this. It will say the 600 watt LED grow light right here. Says it on the side. Green is your life. Says it on this other side, harvest, right? Yeah, budding to harvest. So if you don't want anybody to know what you ordered, please request that the box comes inside an Amazon box. It has to come like this, okay? Okay, so let's open this baby up. It came right on time. I had got it through standard shipping, and it came within 4 days. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, let's cut this open, man. Let's see what this light looks like. Alright, let's see. You got about, what is that, about a ½ inch of foam on top. Oh, that's a big ass light. Comes in plastic. Not bad. Oh, shit, what's over here? Okay, so here's the power cord. Also comes with some hangers. Okay. So it looks like you got everything you need. You need the power cord and the hangers. Oh man, this light's heavy. This big ass light. Alright, let's put this to the side real quick. And then he has roughly about 1 inch of foam, ½ inch on the bottom. So they could do better. They could put a thicker foam to protect it more. It's a big ass light with the glass on it, so I would put more packaging protection. But this is good. It comes with the dust protection. Oh man, it's heavy. So here's the light. It is quite nice, pretty nice. And as you can see, these are the LEDs right here. It's protected with a little nice pane of glass. Make sure you don't wet that or get it a scratch or anything like that. You don't want that, because then that'll take away from the lumens of the light. But let's look at the light overall. It's pretty nice. That's the vents on the sides. These are the cooling fans. Here are the controls. So where you put the power cord in. These are the little hangers and stuff. But let's look on the top first. Over here we have, it's 120 LEDs that are 5 watts apiece. And these LEDs, since it's full spectrum, this has almost every color that you need. It has red, oranges, yellow, greens, blues, whites. But the whites come in 2 spectrums. It comes in a 27 to 3000K and a 42 to a 4500K spectrum. The reason for that is different temperatures. The sun doesn't always burn at the exact same temperature. It fluctuates. So you got parts that are cooler and some that are hotter, and that's where you get all the full spectrum. Is from the various temperatures. So this light does that. It does that automatically. And those are measured in kelvins. Okay, it starts with a K, kelvins. The light is 600 watt equivalent to a high pressure sodium metal halide. But it runs only at 250 watts. And when you put it on the bloom, because it does have for the bloom and the veg right here, it has the individual switches here, so you don't have to run it full spectrum. You can run it at half spectrum. It just all depends on if you have it off and on, or both of them off and on. But when you have it on the bloom spectrum, it's using 137 watts. That's what it's pulling from the wall, okay? And that is with a straight 3-prong plug, US plug. Okay, so this is, they do sell it, and they do have it available for, I believe, the UK also, style plugs also. So it's not just limited to the United States. It's like you can order it through the UK, Canada, I believe Mexico. You can get it in Mexico also. So it's pretty good. Amazon ships everywhere almost. Excuse me. But the maximum coverage that this light will cover is 3 feet by 3 feet. They recommend that you have it at a maximum height of 24 inches away from the plants. 32 will be pushing it from my experience, but it still will work too. So those are their specifications, but this is from my experience of growing. Now these LEDs are pretty cool because these LED lights come right here. Get on closer so you can see this real quick. these lights right here have these little cones, and these cones, what they do is these are called optical lenses. That's where the name comes from, and they focus the light at a 90-degree angle down toward the plants, and so it's 30% more efficient than any other LEDs out there. Because if you look at other LED lights and you look at the pictures, you can see where they don't have these cones, and all they have is a straight LED light, and all that light is just shining like this. These are not. These are more this. They focus the light straight down to where you need it. So it's very efficient. Very efficient. So that's a good feature there. Excuse me. The brand of the LED lights are Bridge Lux Epi LEDs. Those are the name of the lights, LED lights. And they are replaceable. The manufacturer will fix the light for you. You get a hold of them through Amazon. They'll give you the information where to go to, what emails, websites, how to get your light back to them, and they do replace the LEDs. Now, one other feature about this light, it has UV, which is ultraviolet, and it also has infrared lights, and that's very important. This is a 12-band UV and a 12-band infrared light, and that's very, very good because, just like I said, it is a full spectrum light. The sun does give you ultraviolet, and it does give you infrared light. It also gives you gamma rays and other microwaves and all that. But important to the plant are your ultraviolet and your infrared lights, because that helps with cell development and stem growth, bud development, fruit development. Whatever you're growing, those plants are already used to it from millions of years of growing with the sun. So you need a light that's going to get closest to the sun spectrum as possible. And with these LEDs, Higrow, they did a great job, and they got very, very nice to it. I believe the only other light that has a better spectrum would be a plasma, but they create a lot of heat. This right here doesn't create as much heat. It may get up to about 85 degrees in your grow place, but as long as you have adequate ventilation and a nice fan moving around, this light will run nice, okay? It is quite heavy. I do have a 300 watt equivalent of it, and the 300 watt doesn't weigh as much. It's like 8 pounds, but this one's 11.2 pounds. I don't know what the conversion of kilograms is, but it's probably like 2.5 kilograms, something like that, I believe. But right here on the label, it does explain everything. It gives it the model number. It's HG-GO600. It's a 600 watt. Of course, it's 120 by 5 watts. The input rating of the electricity is 100 to 240 volts AC alternate current. Okay, and then the input current that it actually uses, the ampage, is only 2.4 to 5.6 amps. That's very low, because most high pressure sodium lights use almost 10 to 12 amps, and that ampage is a lot. It uses a lot of electricity. So this is very efficient. It's very, very efficient light. Clearly states not waterproof. So please keep your humidity and water, everything away from this light. Okay. The frequency at which it runs at is 50 to 60 hertz. So that's very nice. These are the clips here, y'all. These are the clips where the hangers will be hanging from. So let me go ahead and take these hangers out. This is what the hangers look like. They're nice. Comes with this stainless steel little, it's not stainless steel, but it's steel. It's a little metal brass clip. And trust me, it's enough to hold the light up. And then you get these steel braided cords that come with these clips on the end here. And they're very strong too. Depending on the light, they do get a little beefier. I have a 45 watt Kimbo light. And this steel braided cord is very thin, but it's still steel braided with a plastic coating with the aluminum billet little clamp. So this is never going to come off. This will never break. I mean, this will last forever. It's protected from humidity. It's very nice cord. It's very strong too. But they clip on very nicely. This is just like this. Come down here, and this is your clip. It goes on just like that. And you do all four the same way. Come over here. Very easy. Let me see. Get it right. Okay, turn it around. I'll put my last one over here. Okay. Alright, well, I got y'all right here. As you can see, it does have 2 cooling fans. This is very important. It draws the air actually in, and draws it in through the sides here. It has the vents all the way through the sides. So the air comes in, and then it comes out. So it has its own cooling system, its own cooling fans. I like that. It keeps the LEDs good. Also, Let me see, where's my power cord? Let me put my power cord in over here. Let me show you how that works. This is the power cord. I'm not gonna unravel it yet, but it's just a simple twist out that holds it together. But as you can see, it's designed to where it only fits one way. Yeah, it will not go backwards or upside down or anything. So when you come over here, you can see it fits just the way it's designed. Be very gentle. It goes in kind of tight, so wiggle it in so it's all the way down very gently. Don't want to break the electrodes or cords. But it's not a cheap light, so it's not like it's gonna break right away. But let me take this. There you go. Alright, so here are the switches. 0 means off. The little white line straight down means it's on, okay? So right now it's off, and plus I ain't got no power to it. So this is what the light's gonna look like complete. You got your hangers. Let me make them look pretty. I got them all going every which way. Right on. Okay, that's better. Get them nice. They're designed to be the same length. And there you go. The light will hang like this. I got my power cord right here, and it's a very nice power cord. It's pretty thick. It's long. It's probably about 3 feet. It'll do the job. If you want something longer, you might recommend ask the manufacturer if they come with one longer. But for me, this is working right here. It's long enough, and it's nice and thick, and it's designed perfectly for the wattage. Okay, so let me go hang this up so you can see this light in action. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. Here I got my light hanging up. I got a simple little curtain rod. Just screwed it into the drywall right here, and I got it just on my little exercise equipment here. This is just something simple, just to show y'all how the light looks as it's hung up. And I wanted to show you with the power running and all that. Okay, so here is the switches for the veg and the blue. I'm going to go ahead and turn the veg light on so you can see what it looks like. As you can see, it's a blue spectrum. In the background is the sunlight, so you can see the difference of the light spectrum. And right now in veg, this is where it's running 250 watts, I believe I said, or whatever I said. It's running at half power, but it plugs in over here, as you can see, into a simple wall. Let me turn the light off. I don't want to shock the LEDs. 3-prong, plugs into it in any kind of plug outlet. So plug it in, turn it on. You can actually zoom in and hear the fans running over here. The fans are blowing the air nice and moving it around. But this is what the light looks like on the bloom. Turn the bloom side on. And as you can see, it's the red spectrum. And the reason why it's 2 different spectrum is whenever you are growing green vegetables that only have green, like lettuce and cabbage and broccoli and stuff like that, parsley, where it doesn't flower or doesn't give any fruits, you can use just the blue spectrum, which is the veg spectrum. Just leave it like that and it'll grow green leaves. But if you have a plant that is fruiting or flowering, then you're going to need red spectrum. And that's the spectrum that the plants use in flower mode, okay? So this light has the options of either veg or bloom, or both. You can actually run both, and here will be both. Oh, turn them off. But there's both spectrum. It's very bright. You can't tell from the camera because the camera adjusts, with the auto white, so you can't see how bright it is. But it is quite bright. And it does let off some heat. So right here I'm about 12 inches away from the light, and I can feel the heat from the light. But the thing that I do is, and I recommend that everybody does, is that they put a little fan like this one. This fan right here is circulating the air. It's constantly moving it away from the light, and it's also helping the plants breathe. You want to do that. So with any grow light, excuse me. But here I have some beautiful plants that have been growing for almost 17 days now, going on 18. And you can see how beautiful they are. They are nice and green. Very pretty basils. Yeah, it's kind of hard to zoom in with that camera, but they are very healthy. I don't know if anybody's ever grown basils, if you know exactly how big they're supposed to be, but I have some basil, and these are, I believe, dill growing, and they're so aromatic. And these were all grown from seeds. These were some cheap seeds that I bought for $1. It was a variety pack. I mean, I didn't buy, $10 heirloom seeds. So just with the simple little dollar store seeds, this light grew these plants beautifully. They grown nicely, and I put them in just simple black gold soil. I started them all at the same time, all under the same light, and they are thriving. They just are beautiful. So if you want a nice indoor garden for herbs or vegetables, tomatoes, jalapenos, anything like that, and you want a big light to where it'll grow you a lot of them, this light would do it. The 600 watt is very nice. Give me 1 second. Pause it. Okay, I had forgot to give y'all the specifications on the size of this light. I forgot to mention that it's 16 by 0.2 inches long. It's 10.5 inches wide, and it's 2.6 inches deep. Okay, and once again, it weighs 11.2 pounds. I forgot to tell y'all that, so those are the dimensions. So that way you know what you're working with and how big the light is, so you don't get a light too big for your grow space. But okay, y'all, that's about it for my review on this Higrow light. I hope this was informational. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. Hit me up on a PM or anything like that, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, until next time, peace, much love, and waka waka.